Hey guys, I'm running a little bit late. Sorry about that. We got home a little bit late. My daughter and I went shopping for food and stuff, and we went to Sam's. We then went to Lucky Dice, dropped off some stuff there. Got here, mad rush to getting everything ready and getting something to eat. I hadn't ate all day, so I sat down at the table. I'm eating food. She had to run the gas station, and about just a little bit through that, I said, "Oh my God, it's almost time to start, and I don't have my bricks here to open. I left them at the store, so she went to get them. She's there now. She'll be here in about 8 minutes. But I thought it's like okay, this isn't the first time I've done that, but usually I figure it out a little bit quicker. So anyway, the bricks are on the way. In the meantime, we're going to talk about HeroClix. Hope that everybody's enjoying the night. And before we get started, I just want to say roll tide, Elite Eight. Very excited about that. We uh, beat the Tar Heels to make it to an Elite Eight, first one in quite a while for us. Very excited that we have a good basketball team, good basketball program now, and I'm glad to see that. I'm not just an Alabama football fan. I'm an Alabama everything fan. I watch the girls softball. I also watched the girls play basketball against Texas the other night where they lost. Um, it was they just that was an aggravating game. I just thought that they just didn't do some things that they were supposed to, and also like baseball. I'll watch anything Alabama, but I guess probably men's basketball, football, and softball are the three that I key in on the most. I really enjoy watching those three. So anyway, back. Let's talk about HeroClix. That's what we're here tonight for. We don't have Alabama HeroClix unless you count me as Alabama HeroClix. Um, I was digging through some stuff on the computer the other day, and I found something. I actually think I'm going to repost it, and it was an article that I wrote back in 2017 on after I was asked to write this, and I think ended up being a WizKids article. Hey George, good to see you, George. Um, Anyways, it was WizKids article that I wrote after I won Worlds and talked about my my path and everything that happened to win the world championship, and I forgot that I still had it. So I might repost that. I might repost it just for people to read. It's a little bit of nostalgia, I guess. I also this week was very interesting. I took in a collection a while ago, and I've just really got through all of it, putting it up on eBay, except for the very last part. And the very last part is the guy that I bought it from was a very uh, he played a lot of HeroClix, and he played a lot of rock events. And so the thing that I got left is he's got the last tray. He's got all of his objects and pogs and tokens and everything. And this guy, yeah, I think he had. We used to do. A lot of people wish we would go back to it, but it's the way the WizKids rules changed. I don't know that we would ever do that. But we used to make in the very beginning. We made light and heavy objects, and we were on HC Realms at that time. And what I would do is I would let people um, nominate things for objects, and then they would vote on it, and then the top three is what we would make of each category. So we would end up with the heavy. So everything that we've ever made for objects, and they put them on poker chips. We had an artist render whatever they wanted, and we made it. And everything that we've ever done by was was done by an employee. I'm not an employee. I'm sorry, by a Rims member or somebody nominating it there. So I always thought that was kind of. But this guy's got all of them, and I'm probably gonna. I might end up selling some of them as a set. The other thing that he had was he had a ton of rock dice. Now I don't have it here, but I might bring it to a podcast. But I have this tray. It says HC Realms on it, and it's got slots in it, and it's got I believe, I'm always looking because I'm afraid I forgot to keep some, but it's got every dice that we've ever made. And so when I was looking at that, I happened to note the years because we always put the years on the dice. Guys, we've been around since 2013. Our very first dice that we made was in 2013, and back then it had a little cog on it. That was the very first one we made, it was 2013. We actually last year had our 10-year anniversary, and I did not even realize it. Time just doesn't click into me most of the time. It seems like when I think of the World Championship that I won back in 2017, it doesn't feel like it was 6 years ago to me. It feels like it was like a couple years ago. Just as you get older, I think that time changes. Time goes by faster, and it also it seems like everything becomes more condensed. And like a month ago feels like a week ago. It's just really weird. And as you guys get my age, I think you'll discover that. I think that's not just me. I think that's just something that happens to us as we grow older. Time moves faster, or seems to, even though it's not, but it just seems like it does. So anyway, 11 years of HeroClix. This will be our 11th year running this, and I think that's pretty cool. So I would like to show all the dice, and then I went and I had a bunch of dice already at the store, piles of each different year. So I went and I sorted tokens. I found I had some Scott Porter Pogs that was in this bin. I have back before we merged with WizKids, we used to do a bystander, and the bystander, we would make a bystander. We would take the stats off of something that was already in existence, and we would make it rock legal. It never became WizKids legal, but whoever the champion was that won that year, not only did he get to make a map, but he got to make a bystander, and we would make whatever he wanted, and everybody always decided to make an image of themselves, and they'd make an image of themselves, and then we would make that, and it was available for play. So I've got those bystander stacks of them sitting there also. Patrick is there, Isaac is there, Ed is there, and then I got all these dice. So I'm probably going to put those. I think I'm going to put all those up for sale. I may put them up in sets for people that want to buy them. I'll probably put them on eBay, just in case you're interested in that. You'll have an opportunity to buy all the different. It was even interesting for me to look how we changed the dice over the years, and the quality of the dice, the colors of the dice. Some of them were very similar to each other. Sometimes it was the same dice, but it seemed like we used a different color, a pip color or whatever. So we might have a black die, and it might be gold one year, and it might be sorry, I'm trying to get something to pop up. I don't think I'm logged into Auxxit, so I need to get into Auxxit real quick. There we go. So anyway, I would I think I ordered dice. I've always, even when I didn't own Rock, I was always the one that ordered and bought the dice and picked the colors and everything else. And so what I noticed is that I think I ordered the same dice without realizing it a couple times. We've used different companies. In the beginning, it was Chessex. Then we used one company in China, and then I flipped to a third company in China. And the recent dice that I've been doing are translucent, and I like those a lot. And people seem to respond to them a lot. We've had the red ones. The red ones that sometimes look red, sometimes look pink. It's just like they're a little bit different. But the next one, and I've also done that with Lucky Dice Cafe. We've had blue and we've had red/pink. I think that what I'll end up doing is probably going to whenever we run out of these dice. I haven't made any dice for 2024, and I'm not going to because I got too much of 2023 left over. But the next dice I run, I think I'm going to go green. I think I'm going to go with a green die, which I haven't really done. I was looking upstairs, and we had a lot of our dice are marble, and they have a lot of different colors on it. Sometimes it's hard to determine which ones are which, but I got them all sorted. All right, so talking about the Rock, I've got Aaron on here, and then Aaron made an announcement a few days ago that we would have somebody live streaming and doing news. Something that we've done things every year. When we were at independent, when we were not with WizKids, when we used to have our championship over in Atlanta, we had a live stream going on there, and I actually got married with Clicks, Amber and her husband, but it was really Amber. She came down. She did stuff before. She did stuff during. She did really good reports. She was keeping everybody informed, but since we have moved to Lucky Dice Cafe, in my opinion, we've done a poor job of casting stuff out to people. And okay, Aaron says he's redoing his logo for the announcement banner. And Aaron, the name of the what's the name of the people that's going to be doing this? Because I don't have them memorized in my head. Hey Dennis, how you doing, man? I need to talk to you this weekend, okay? There's nothing like, there's no catastrophe or anything. I just need to tell you some things. Alpha Strike. So Alpha Strike is going to be doing, I'm hoping that we go back to what we used to do when Amber was here. They're going to be casting from every event we're going to show every event. They're going to give updates on who's winning and who's and who won and stuff like that, and probably do some interviews and all those kind of things that we have not done very well. And the bricks just arrived, guys, for those that heard me earlier. Thank you. I owe you more. Anyway, they're going to be doing more updates, and I'm excited about that because I think that we have not done enough during the Cup of broadcasting things out and getting information to people, because people want to hear who won, what team do they have, what's going on there, and not only is it good to let everybody know, and I think it's important, but it also lets people that might be interested in, I think it promotes us. It lets people know maybe for next year, man, I want to go there. That looks really cool. So we're going to be doing that. We're expecting a record crowd this year. We're expecting the largest crowd possibly that we ever had, and we've had some big crowds. We have exceeded 200 people before at back in Atlanta, I do believe. Anyway, it's going to be a good show. People have been asking about pricing. We're on the very tail end of being able to announce that. I talked to WizKids. As of yesterday, in fact, and I talked to them about states, and I also talked to them about and they informed me of the pricing. They've been communicating with Scott, and he told me that they'd sent over the final thing with Scott, and all I'm waiting for Scott. I'm hoping I am James. I'd like to see you do that. So we're in the very tail end. We should, I think, within a week, hopefully next week, be able to put all the pricing. What Scott has to do, I have to take the final stuff and then I have to disperse it over all the events, which I've already got something to lay out. But there's some additional things that I've got to put the rock stuff in with the WizKid stuff, and there's some stuff that Scott's got himself that I got to figure out how it's going to be dispersed. But it's coming, so I'm really excited about that. Here's a little tidbit. I got the 3D image of Scott Porter today for the Scott Porter HeroClix that we have, and from that I can print, and I plan on using that to make trophies, and I plan on to possibly have a giant one or big one made that we will auction off or that Scott will sign. So that's going to be one of the things that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be offered in the auction. That is brand new, that nobody's seen about or heard about. I also know, and then I'm telling you you guys some things you're getting here firsthand. That's the advantage to coming on and listening to this live stream. You guys find out about things before anybody else does. I'm going to be part of the auction this year for the first time ever. You know that we have that you can we already have the clicks that you can design a switch clicks. You know that we have bystanders and legacy cards and all that kind of stuff. For the first time ever, part of the auction that we will be doing on Saturday night, we will also auction off the ability to design a map. So you'll be able to design a map with our map maker and with Aaron. Aaron is a part of that also, and we're gonna auction that off as one of the prizes that you can pay for, with all the money going, of course, towards Huntington's. So that's something that's pretty cool. The Alpha Strike is honored to collaborate with The Rock and bring the event to all those at home. So Alpha Strike just joined the stream, so I think that's pretty cool. So if you guys have any questions for Alpha Strike, I don't know how long you've been here, but I was talking about you a few minutes ago and what I hope to accomplish and go back to. So I look forward to it. I'm wanting to get more information out there and make it. I think that it'll make it a better event. I want to back up and go to what we were doing before, where we're posting about the events, we're posting about what's going on. We do some live streams, which we have a room that's set up for that. Anyway, we're very excited to have you with us. So you just heard about the prizings. States, I'm like 90% sure that we're going to have, and so don't take what I'm saying and don't run with it and say, hey, I heard that Howard Brock said tonight this is what's going to happen. I said I'm 90% sure that this is going to happen, but it's not finalized. But I do think that we will be going with factory sets for prizing for all the state and provincial tournaments again this year, just like we did last year, where we open it up and we divvy it up. Usually the top 16, I don't know which factory sets. I don't know if it's one factory set or multiple factory sets. You're welcome, man. I'm glad to have you. But I don't know what's going to happen to that. They were talking about if we needed to fill in to use some of the chase boosters. I don't really want to use the chase boosters because I don't know. Let's just wait and see what they come up with. But I think that I talked to them yesterday, and they were supposed to get right back with me. I'm hoping that we can announce dates for June, July within the next week or two, because I want to get people to start committing, and I want to start going after it, and I need to know how many I'm going to have. I've requested a certain number. I'm wanting to, if anybody, I doubt they are, but if anybody is from Europe, I'm wanting to go to Europe this year. We're in Australia already. We are in the Philippines. We are in Mexico. We are in Taiwan. We are in Canada. We are in the United States, of course. And if you're watching this or if you hear about it, I mean, I'd love to do Brazil. We used to have a lot of good. Brazil was very, very involved with HeroClix for a while. They kind of disappeared on me a little bit, but we had people coming from Brazil playing, and they played at the Rock Cup. They played so Brazil's interested in doing something. I would be interested in trying to work something out. There's difficulty always shipping things to Brazil, but we also got Europe. I'd love to go with the UK. I mean, I would love to do something there. So if you got buddies or people, the format for states is probably going to be, matter of fact, it's going to be modern. It's going to be, this year I wanted to do two, but WizKids didn't start communicating with me enough. There's a lot of new people at WizKids. There's a vice president that's been working his way in and putting his touches into the game. You can thank him for all of the Iconics. That was his baby, and he's putting his touches on there, and then we've got a new guy that is in charge of events. So things are being spread out a little bit, and everybody's kind of getting trying to get their feet. They're trying to get everything out from under. There's a lot of things they don't know. In some ways, and I'm not saying that in some ways I feel like I don't want to use the word training because I'm not training whiz kids, but I'm giving them a lot of information. I'm talking to people and bringing them in, and they don't know everything that's happened in the past and how we did things and so on and so forth. And they are very, very, very receptive. They're very, very enthusiastic. They're all gung ho. But I have to bring. They don't know what we've done. Because it's been certain people I've been contacted or I've been in contact with, and those people have either moved on or they are moved out anyway. So it's there wasn't a lot of crossover, I guess is the way to put it, where one guy came in and took over from another guy, and he already knew what the other guy was doing. So it's taken a little bit more effort on my part over the last 6 months, and still is, to get them caught up to speed. What I do see is a lot more activity with WizKids, where they're really getting more involved in conventions, and they're getting involved in supporting events. And I think that the future is very bright with the direction that they're going, and they're wanting to get more and more out there, and I think that's great. And so the future is bright as far as OP play is concerned, I think. I also do know, and I talked to him about yesterday, I mentioned to you guys about, if you didn't hear it, you need to hear it now, there will be new pricing. The new pricing will be, I don't want to say what it is yet, but I'm telling you that it is the new convention exclusives that are going to be being put into kits, and I'm going to be splitting things up. Turn my audio volume up. I've never had to do that before. Let me see. I don't know if that's me, Aaron. Is anybody else barely hearing me, or is it Aaron? Because my volume is never, I've never touched my volume at all since I've been here, and it looks like everything's fine on my end. But Aaron he's wanting my audio turned up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it's me. I think that's you. You're just getting old like me, and you can't hear no more. Anyway, so you guys need to start. You need to start encouraging your venues, and you need to start encouraging your venues. And if you're involved with OP play, you're going to want to be starting to buy some kits. Yeah, I think it's you. Everybody's saying it's you, Aaron. So anyway, you need to start looking at bringing back Winamap kits into your store, into your venue, into your OP play. You need to start looking. Not to mention, you might want to order now. If you're planning on coming to Cup and you need points, you can still get points from playing in these events. They still can be done. All right, so I'm looking. The auction ended, so I'm going to start opening up. And so I also made an executive decision today, and that from now on, that the bounty prize, we've already got this bounty up here, that I'm going to allow chases to be put into the bounty figure, and I'm going to do triple if we do whatever I got. I'm going to do triple, but I get to choose a chase, and I'm choosing Kevin. So if we pull a Kevin, you win the bounty. That's the new bounty figure, and if we pull a Kevin, I'm going to triple whatever I got there. I'm going to triple it. If I pull a Kevin, I probably fall over. I don't know. If I pull a Kevin, I always hide this stuff. If I pull a Kevin, I don't know that you're going to find out that I pulled a Kevin. I don't know that anybody will ever know that I pulled. I'm just kidding, man. If I pull one, it's if I pull a Kevin, you guys are going to see me holler right off the bat. No, I can't cheat I have been told that we've been assured that there are Kevins in the boosters. So that's not cheating. Anyway, if I pull a Kevin, I really wished I would. I don't mind giving it out to somebody, not at all. I really wished I would, because that whatever live stream we're doing will instantly become very watched all over the world of me pulling a Kevin. WizKids would probably get pretty excited and broadcast it themselves just to show that, hey, there are. We told you there's Kevins out there. They just pulled one live. So anyway, I'm still anxious to hear whatever they. That would be pretty cool, Dennis. I hope that they give us some more information before. We still don't know what the problem is. I know WizKids is going to fix it. I just, at this point, I'm not that bothered by it. It really, I mean, I think they should be in there, but I know a lot of people are upset, but I'm not as bothered by it as other people are. But I want to know what happened, just because I want to know what happened, not because I want WizKids to give me all the Kevins I should have got. I just want to know what happened. I'm curious as to. I guess I used to be a quality engineer, and I understand quality control quite a bit. So I'm wanting to know what the breakdown is. I've always tried to figure out. None of us know exactly what the procedure is of them making things, sending things over there, approving things, and then what the process is afterwards. How do they take bricks? I mean, they sort Kevins into so many bricks, and then they have to put them on pallets. They have to make sure they're spread out so they have even kill. Then they got to be shipped over here. There's somebody there on that receiving end making sure that pallet 1 and pallet 2 go here. I don't know how it all works. So I'm actually very curious about that. I know there's got to be some kind of system, because you have to, especially with something like that, you have to make sure that it gets spread. But I'm very curious. I always have thought that the numbers on the box that you could pull up, that there's somebody had a master list, and if you typed in the number on the box, it should tell you what's in the box. But I don't know. Maybe it don't. Maybe it's just a number in a box. So anyway, I think we talked enough about HeroClix. I think it's time to open up some bricks. So let's do that. And in case you didn't know it, we do have an active bounty pile, and I don't know how many streams that is. I think it's at least 2 streams, or 1.5, or something like that. But we haven't won. I don't know that we've won the bounty at all on Disney Next. I think that I don't know that we've opened up anything on Disney Next and won the bounty. I'm going to lay all these out, but I'm going to add to the bounty pile before I start really doing anything, because we always do that, because we like to make the pile big. That's the good thing about not winning. The pile just grows, and eventually somebody really racks up. All right, let's see what we got. I don't think I got any convention exclusives over here. I do have some WKO figures. We'll add an Impulse just because I got my hands on it. Let's go over here and let's add a Spider-Man team-up card. Let's add we'll add this Wonder Woman team-up card. I kind of miss not having the legacy cards in these sets. I mean, one, it took up a lot of space in my auctions and stuff, and number 2, it always gave me I was able to add more to from the more prizing in, and kind of sucks not being able to do that. Plus, I think we're kind of spoiled now on legacy cards. We're used to having them, and we look forward to what they're going to do. I think legacy cards is one of the better things that WizKids has done over the years by allowing us to bring figures back and make them active again. I've always thought that was pretty cool. All right, so we're going to add a Spider-Man LE figure in. It's from Galactic Guardians. That's actually a pretty cool Spider-Man if you guys haven't seen him before. He's on a wall. Ooh, let's do that. Yeah, let's get the big one. Make sure I got a card. I'm supposed to have a card. Wow, all these are primes. All those are. Oh, let's do that. That's actually This isn't a super rare or anything, but this is a legacy figure. Let me find him. He's a little small. Where are you at? Come on, where are you? You're in here somewhere. There you go. He's small. He's an ant, so you know, gotta look for him a little bit. So we'll add the Legacy Man Ant-Man into the mix. So this is from Age of Ultron, and there is a Legacy card. I don't have that, but I have the card, original card, and Ant-Man. And so if you get a Legacy card, you can play him. That's pretty neat. I don't think I've done that yet. That's the first time I've done that. Let's go down here. I got enough pricing for us. I mean, enough stuff to add in for a long, long, long time. I like that one. Let's see if I can find that. That's actually one of the better sculpts that they've done in the past. See if I can find it. Hope I can. Yep, there we go. So this one is a LD also. It's out of Batman, and it's Nightwing and Batgirl. So it's got two figures on there. So I think that's pretty good. I like when they do stuff like that. And just because I feel like it, we're going to add one more thing in here from over in this pile. Hopefully I can find something really quick. I say this every week, but I got to get down here and organize this a little bit better so that I can do this a little bit more efficiently. And I've got more upstairs. I got a whole nother tub that hasn't made it down here yet, but it will. There, I found what I wanted. So we're going to add in from Earth X a Captain America Resilient. And that is the Captain America from Earth X, obviously. And this guy was also made into a convention exclusive, so we'll add him in. And that is good enough, I think, for our bounty. And let me mix these up just a little bit, because I don't remember how I put them, so it probably doesn't even matter. But we'll do the shell shuffle anyways, and we'll start getting these ready to go. Number 1, 2. How many of you guys out there try to watch, or do any of you guys out there watch how I do my shuffle and try to do the shell game and try to figure out where number 1 would be, if or where it would have been, or where number 10 is, or whatever, without me mixing it up? Or do y'all even care? Or does it even matter? Pretty good idea what might be in that one. The Superman cape? No, I've had that for a while. Can't do that. If you were in this room, you would see Superman stuff all over the place. There's a Superman hat over there. There's a Superman comic thing. Most of these were given to me by my wife. Superman poster there. I've got the cape, of course. There's a Superman comic book on that she bought that's in a frame on that side. That Superman comic book was the month that I was born. The month and the year that I was born. And she found that and got it for me. And then one of my favorite, I've also got a bunch of stuff here. One of my favorite comic books was Kingdom Come. So I've got all the Kingdom Come comic books in here. And if you look dead behind me, my daughter and my wife made this for me one year. And that is the little big jar, and that's a miniature city. There's a picture in the comic books where Wonder Woman, who my wife was Wonder Woman, she had she got Superman something for his birthday, and what she brought was a miniature city, a duplicate city of the Kandor, the last little city that shrunk down in the Superman comic books. And so that's something they made, and it's pretty cool. And she also gave me a picture of that comic book that with when she gave it to me for my birthday. So I got all kinds of stuff here, and like if you guys haven't heard the story, she was Wonder Woman, I was Superman. She had her wedding ring, her engagement ring was green that we had made. It was a green diamond. She was my kryptonite. Yada yada. There's lots of stuff in the house between us that's that. I mean, there's a Wonder Woman, Superman statue. So I think in the other room. That was us. That was our thing. I mean, you go upstairs, you find a Wonder Woman and Superman piggy bank. It's just stuff like that. All right. So we're gonna open up booster number 1. We'd have to pick our figure. All right. So you guys name the super rare. First 2 super rares that I see nominated will first time one is nominated twice. We'll go ahead and do that one. So I got Wong. Anybody have an Elsa? I got a Wong and an Elsa. Needed somebody. Kate Bishop. I got 3. Anybody nominates those twice, or you can name something else on your own. I need somebody to second in one of those. Man Thing. So I got 4 different ones now. I need somebody to second a Wong, a Elsa, a Kate Bishop, or a Man Thing, and we'll get this thing going. But you can name something on your own. Come on, guys. Name a bounty figure. Wong. Wong it is. I hope you're not Wong. Too many Wong jokes. No, we got Wong. We got 2 people. 2 people that said Wong. So we're going with Wong. All right, so we're doing number 1. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we start off. We do start off with a Wong, but not the right Wong. He's the Wong Wong. All right, we do have trick arrows in this. So you get trick arrows. That's always a good thing. Trick arrows are awesome. You got uncommon Yelena. You have your common Wong. You got a Clint Barton common, and you got a Moon Knight rare. This Moon Knight rare is really, 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 really good. Very interesting figure. It's a damn good thing to pull in a battle royal or something. I haven't been lucky enough yet to pull in a battle royal, but I wished I would, or even a sealed. That would be pretty cool. All right, so let's go on to number 2. Number 2. All right, number 2. We got Miss Marvel common, Layla L. Fakoy, Demon common, She-Hulk rare, Kingpin. Kingpin's pretty fun to play. So the Kingpins are rare. I haven't played for or against that rare She-Hulk. I played for and against the common, which I think is a good piece. I had a Hulk team the other day. I had 2 Hulks in the Battle Royal. That was pretty fun to play. And I had a lot of support with them. I had a She-Hulk. No, I had a whatever her name is. I had her whatever her real name is. I can't even remember. A Jen, I think it is. But I had her as a prob, and I had a Perplex, and then I had an Empower with them, and so it was pretty fun. All right, so this is booster number 3. We're looking for a Wong. So I got a Kate Bishop common, a Yelena common, an Amel common. I got a Valentina uncommon, and I got a Red Dagger rare. Red Dagger is an interesting piece. It's not a bad piece to pull, in my opinion, in a battle royal or a sealed either. He's kind of interesting. I don't know that I would build it. I don't know if I would use him in a constructed, but I think he's an interesting piece. Pair of Moon Knight and with yeah, that would be pretty nasty. All right, so what are we on now? We're on booster number 4. Okay. Booster number 4 doesn't want to open. So guess what happened yesterday, Aaron and Dennis? You're the only two people that I know that have seen this for sure. But we sold on eBay. We sold our Tiamat finally, which I had mixed feelings about selling our Tiamat. I really like that sideshow statue, um, so I'm gonna miss him. But it was nice getting the big bunch of money that we sold him for like $1,600. So anyway, we got a trick error. We got a wrecker common. I mean uncommon. He's actually not bad in his sealed, although he's I don't know. He can do damage, but he also takes damage real easy. This is the girl I was talking about with the prob, and she also has defend, which was kind of came in handy. That was Jen Walters, common. Then we got Verusa, rare, and then we got Baby Groot, common. Number 5. It's got two of my favorite figures in it. It's not, when I say favorite figures, I just think that they're really fun to play, and I have a lot of fun with one of them. I actually think he could be used in the meta. So we got a Kazi, we got a Yelena, and this is one of the figures I like is Leapfrog. He's uncommon. I think he's fun play. Mr. Immortal, yeah, he might be more than just fun play. I think I think that he's very possibly meta, and I think he's very aggravating, but he's fun. But man, if he goes right, you really, really piss your opponent off. Jack Russell rare. All right, we will go to booster number 6. We still have not pulled a super rare. We still have not pulled a chase. We still have not pulled a prime, and we still have not pulled a bounty. And all of that has changed right now. So, who has booster number 6? Speak up, please. Booster number 6, who has it? It's our first big. All right, Joseph. So you got a Runa, uncommon, a Hulk, common, we just talked about. You got a Lucky, rare, and you got a Mr. Knight, common, and you got the first chase of the night, you got a Baby Groot. And you got the Baby Groot you got is 060, and that's the one where he's standing up doing that, not with the one with the eyes. I haven't really looked at those to know which one is better or if either one of them is better than the other. But it's a chase. And this set is loaded of Groot. It says, are there more She-Hulks or more Baby Groots or more Hulks or more Moon Knights or variations of Moon Knights in this set? I don't know. There's a bunch of each one. Hulk Hogan Groot. There you go. All right, so now we're going to go to number 7. So we still haven't pulled a super rare. I mean, I don't know. The trick arrows are kind of weird. They're listed as a common, but they have super rare designations. So I don't know when they put things in the packs whether they were counting them as super rares and that is fouled up to super rare distribution or not. But it does seem to me like we have fewer super rares. When I opened up all my bricks and I looked at everything that I had, it seemed to me like I had a lot less super rares than I have had in other sets. Yeah, I think so, Cody. I think that may be true, and I think that it's these figures, because of that, the figures are rarer than they normally are. Miss Marvel, common, tracksuit, uncommon, and I actually was not a fan of tracksuit till I got to play a couple of them in a battle royal, and they're kind of fun to play. Moon Knight, common, Mr. Immortal again with uncommon, and you got a Clint Barton rare, which I think is a very good piece. I think all the Clint Bartons and Kate Bishops in this set are very playable and very, very good pieces. All right, we're going on to number 8. So James says he had 4 trick arrows in his case, 3 supers in 1 brick, and 2 supers in my other brick. So in my opinion, you should have got 1 more super rare, and you should have got 2 chases, obviously. So what about primes? How many primes did you have? All right, so this is booster number, it's got to be 8, right? Yeah, 8. Yeah. Okay, booster number 8. We got a Johnny Blaze rare. We got a Jack Duquan uncommon, and a Mel Blonsky common, a Demon common, and Trap Suit again common. Still looking for a super rare. So you would think that these last 2 boosters should have super rares in them. So let's hope that that's the case. So booster number 9. So you got 2 chases and 1 rare prime. So the rare prime maybe count as a super rare, and you got 2 chases. So that's not. I think that's about right. Okay, here we go. This is the one. Okay. I think if you guys were looking, you probably, or if you can see it, I think you know what it is in this set. So whoever this is our first super rare. We got a She-Hulk common, a Kate Bishop common, a Runa uncommon, a Saracen uncommon, and we got Abomination, which I'm looking at him right now. He ain't terrible. Oh, he's got support too? Huh. Movement action token from him. Oh, okay, that's that same thing. It's interesting. He's not terrible. He's only, let's see, 100 or 65 points. He's actually pretty good at 65, I think. Might be better. I mean, I think I would rather play him at 65. Anyway, that's the first super rare. And now we go to number 10. Number 10. There should be a super rare here. Let's hope that there is. I'm going to feel deprived if we don't have a super rare, and I think I'm feeling deprived. I think nope, it pulled it out. All right, Baby Groot, common. Maya Lopez, common. Valentino, uncommon. Saracen, uncommon. And the El Aguilo, super rare. So we did get that one. We did get a super rare, so that takes us to the next brick. We get to add in more stuff. I think that this set, because of the distribution of super rares, we have the potential to really build a big bounty prize because we're not pulling the bounties. All right, so let's go over here. I don't have anything in there. Well, yeah, I do. Did I? Nope, I already used him. What I got? Okay, we'll throw in a Forge for a WKO prize. Let's go over here. He should be easy to spot. Yeah, there he is. We'll throw in a Kingpin from Avengers Defenders. That's the politician, Mr. Kingpin. We'll throw that in. Then we're going to throw in something here. Let's do that guy. If I can find him. Yeah, we're throwing a prime. This prime is from Deadpool. It's the Professor. We got another one down here. We'll just get one out of all of them. How about that? Yeah, we'll go with that. So this one is out of Avengers Assemble. Super rare, and it's the Hood. So for those I get some messages. We've sent out everything from last week. The only thing that has not been sent out is I got 2 people from Canada who I contacted. I did it yesterday, and then I did it again yet today because they didn't do what I asked them to yesterday. But international orders have to be done, or an invoice has to be sent from Auxxit. So they're supposed to be sending you guys. I've got 2 people from Canada. You're supposed to be getting invoices. So look for those, and then as soon as you pay, we'll send your stuff out. We got it ready to go. Let's do this guy. So this guy is from Black Panther, and it's Challenger, super rare. Do one more if I can find one real quick. I got a lot in this bucket down here. Like I said, I need to go through, and I could just do, yeah, let's make it simple so we can get the show in the row. This one's packaged. This one hasn't been opened yet. This was a release day prize out of Superman Wonder Woman, and it's Superman. I always looked at this figure and I always wanted to try to make him work, but because he basically starts off as Clark Kent and he turns into Superman, and I just kept trying to figure out how to get him to work, and never could. So anyways, let's do that, and maybe I'll throw in another legacy card. Let's throw in, man, I'm down to just a lot of Wonder Womans over here. I do have a team up card here. We'll throw that in. T-Rex. We'll throw him in, and I'll grab another legacy. We'll do a Morgue. There we go. That's one I know we haven't put in there. So Morgue will be thrown in there, and now let's open up another brick. All right, the bounty stays the same until we pull it, or until next week. We'll choose another figure next week if we don't pull a Wong. What's funny is that all the stuff you guys were nominating, it didn't matter, because it could have been Wong, it could have been any of the things that you guys nominated. We haven't pulled any of those. None of the stuff, the 2 figures that we pulled were not any of that. So it didn't, to a degree, it didn't matter what you pulled. It didn't work. All right, so let's mix these up. It's a shuffle game. Y'all pay attention. Where does booster number 1 go? Where's booster number 1? Did it end up over here, over there, over there? Da, 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 da. It's the shell game. All right, so let's go to number 11. We'll do number 11. 12, 13. I didn't notice that just now, but there's actually a little number sign right there. That's where I can start. I just put my numbers right there by it all the time. 14, 15. It's also lightly colored by it, so that even makes more sense. So they can. What I do is I number these, and then when your auctions come in, they're of course numbered, and the people in shipping, all they got to do is pull these boosters to ship your stuff out. They match it up with your orders. So that's why we do it this way. If you didn't know that already, you probably do, because you're smart. You know these things. Hey, my distribution plan is better, I think, than WizKids at the moment with Kevin's. All right, James says he bought half this brick. So, all right, so James, I hope that we pull a Kevin, and I hope that we pull a Wong for you. All right, so here we go, number 11. I think that, I don't know, man. We would just be, I'd go nuts if we pulled a Kevin. I haven't held one in my hands. I haven't seen one up close. Don't know if I ever will at this point, but I hope I do one day. I've seen some of them. I've seen what, 2 or 3 of them. Supposedly someone pulled one in a chase brick but they're anonymous, so there's some skepticism about that. There was one that was pulled out of a factory set that somebody wanted a Adepticon, and then there was one that was sent to Dial H as a promo for doing their thing, and then they dedicated to the event down in Texas, which was a charity event, and that's the only 3 I know of. If there's more than that, you guys need to let me know, but that's the only 3 I know of. So we got common Emil Blonsky, we got a common Moon Knight, we have a uncommon Valentina, we have a uncommon Nikki Ramos, and we have a rare Madison. Okay, moving on to booster number 2. Yeah, I agree, Tony. I think that's all there is. All right, so here we go. All right, so we got a common She-Hulk. We got a uncommon tracksuit. We have a common Kazi, and then we have a uncommon Hero, and we have our first super rare from this set, and it's from this brick, and it's Porcupine. I haven't looked Porcupine's dial over very well. I don't know if he's good or bad or mediocre or whatever. And I haven't seen anybody, I haven't played against one or played with one to pay any attention to him. I guess I might look at his dial later on just out of curiosity now. All right, so number 13. Number 13. I think, Dennis is on here with us. And, Dennis is one of my best friends. Actually, I'll tell you that we've come to be real close. And anyway, I feel like he's part of my family. And I think he feels vice versa. But anyway, I think Dennis did this with the Kevins. I really think it's a Mexican conspiracy and that he has collaborated with people at the distributorships, and he's had all of the Kevins bricks shipped to Mexico, and somewhere in Mexico are all of the Kevins. So he just hasn't capitalized on them yet, but you watch him. All right, so we got Wong, common, Mr. Immortal, uncommon, Ronan, rare, Harrow, uncommon, Kate Bishop, common. Now, what's funny about that whole thing is I like to tease Dennis when he's here. I think he might have stepped away for a minute. Yeah, did he try to steal your Batman? Yep, I remember that. So we got booster number 14. And once again, we have Trick Arrows. We have Verusa, rare, Mr. Knight, common, Leapfrog, uncommon, and Yelena, uncommon. Booster number 15. Still looking for a Wong. Still looking and probably will always be looking for a Kevin. All right. Maya Lopez, common. Hulk, uncommon. Miss Marvel, rare. Common. Mr. Immortal, uncommon. Clinton Barton, rare. Number 16. You never know. Tell you, when we opened up all our bricks and didn't pull a Kevin, I just thought I did bad, and then I realized that we didn't do bad. Everybody did. All right, so Runa, uncommon, Tracksuit, common, Maya Lopez, common, Kate Bishop, common, and Maya Lopez, rare. How many Maya Lopez's are there in this set? Is it 2 or 3. That's another one that they did a lot of. I was disappointed that they didn't use a little bit more of the second season of What If in this set. I would like, there's lots of characters that they could have drew on that I think could have added to this set a little bit. So we're going to number 17. Number 17. Yeah, there's good characters in there. I mean, I thought a powerful figure. I kind of was expecting him to be like a Chase or maybe even an Ultra Chase. Was the Captain America? I mean, we had him already in a set, but the Captain America and What If on the second one was like uber powerful. He was like the Hydra Stomper. Oh my God, he was like really, really powerful. He wasn't that powerful the first go around, but the second go around, he was. All right, so we got Trick Arrow. Again. And then we got Saracen, uncommon, Demon, common, Red Dagger, rare, and a Hulk, common. In the comic books, I mean, I remember reading Hulk when I was a kid, and I kind of like the old Hulk better than I do the smart new Hulk. I just like the whole storyline, Banner, and then I liked Hulk when he talked, and then he talked in the comic back, me Hulk, me Smash, and it was this big guy that somehow always did the right thing, usually. And okay, we got something here. So James, do you have number 8? Who's got number 8? Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff that they could have done. Who's got number 8? Number 8's really good. Somebody's gonna be happy. Oh, 18. I'm sorry. I did. Okay, that is 18. You've got 18. Let me add. It's weird. I didn't mess up on the other ones, but I did. Well, I guess there's a little bitty one in front of it. It's just I didn't write it real clear. I'm gonna fix that. So, anyways, I know it's 18. I'll fix it in a second. So you got this. This was your good pool. You got a Clinton Barton common, a Jack DeQuan uncommon, a Yelena common, a Layla Elf McCoy uncommon, and you got the super rare prime. You got Elsa Bloodstone. So that's a good pool. You got Elsa Bloodstone, super rare prime. Nothing that I don't always do when you're here or not here, Dennis. I blamed everything on you. You didn't miss anything. Whether you're here or not, I blame everything on you. You know that. All right, so there's your first good pull, James. All right, so now I was talking about you. When I was talking about you that I blamed all the Kevins on you, and that I know for a fact that you have paid money and collaborated, and you stole all the Kevins, and they're all in Mexico, and you're just waiting for the right time to offer them to the market. Okay, so who has booster number 19? This is a little unusual. What just happened is very unusual. So who's got number 19? Yeah, this is interesting brick. Who's got number 19, guys? Who's got 19? Speak it. Somebody tell me who's got 19. Well, if you have 19, you're going to be happy. And I think this is kind of weird too. Because in 19, that's not a Wong. You're Wong. You are Wong, James, but it's still good. Auxxit says, all right, so KCXMZD is got 19. He's going to be happy with this pool. And you'll understand what I'm talking about being an unusual thing. So we got Runa uncommon. We got Moon Knight common. We got a Wong common. Then we have a Titania super rare, and we have a Iowa rare prime. So this is two primes in this set, and we have a prime and a super rare in the same booster. And we still haven't pulled a chase. If that's correct, there should be a chase in here, right, guys? Yeah, double prime brick. So if there is a chase in here, and there's supposed to be, then this was a really good brick, and it was a super rare prime and a rare prime. Okay, so who has number 20? Nope, Cody, you're wrong. There is a chase in here. Who has brick number 20? Yep. Congrats, man. So, I'm just gonna say KZ. KZ is over on Auxxit, and he said booster number 19 is his. So, all right, James. There you go. See, it all worked out, James. You spoke too early. You were already like, I got the worst boosters ever. Oh, woe is me. The clouds fall. It's gonna rain today. The sky's falling down. And then you wrap off, and you get the super rare prime, followed by the chase. So it all ends well. We got the Demon common. We got a She-Hulk common. We got a baby Groot. Oh my God, I think I may have lied to you. I saw the baby Groot in there. I thought that was, well, I'm sorry, James. We didn't get a chase in here. We got a baby Groot common. We got a Jen Walters uncommon. And we got the other baby Groot rare. Is that? We got two baby Groots in here. And we got ripped off. We did have two primes, but I don't care. We're still supposed to get a chase in here, so that makes me mad. I looked down and saw that baby Groot, and I thought it was a chase for sure because there was supposed to be one in here. I apologize. You still got your super rare prime, but damn it. I thought that this one right here, I thought that was the chase. Didn't help that he's got the little bronze symbol behind him. And I just saw that, and I glanced down, and I thought that was the guy, the one that's got with the eyeballs. Damn, sorry about that, man. Anyway, usually double primes don't have a chase. I don't know, man. The way the distribution is, in my opinion, the double primes are nice, but it just seems like there's less. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. There are less super rares being distributed, and chases are not bad because you're supposed, except right there, you're supposed to have one in every booster, but dang it, there's no ultra chase. The ultra chase would at least sweeten the pot up a little bit, I guess. But anyway, I still like the set. I still think the quality's really good. I still like the pieces. I still think it's fun. We're still drawing good stuff, just no ultra chase, and I think that maybe a little bit fewer super rares than we should be getting. But anyways, guys, I've had a good time. I'm going to bear down for the night. Where I'm going to go watch some basketball and relax for the night. Do a little bit more work tomorrow. Be looking for some news out of Rock here pretty soon. And anyways, you guys have a good night, good weekend. If you guys go ahead and pay up for everything, we'll try to get this stuff out Monday, Tuesday to you. We're trying to get a little bit faster on that. Anyway, you guys have a good weekend, a good night, and roll tide.